is Ty on deck.
And it's your girl, Psychics Anonymous, still anonymous.
And together we are your favorite besties. So, hey guys, we are on deck. We are over here. Before this podcast started, we were over here doing truth or dare questions, right? And if you guys want to hear the funniest truth or dare question that we did before we start this podcast, you got to stick around to the end. And don't be skipping around either. Right? All right, anonymous. Well, we got to
Get your life. Okay, a man smashed wife's head with a boulder and killed her over suspicion of an affair.
All he had to do was suspect it, huh?
That's
No
what it came down
tangible
to.
proof, no facts.
No, he
I
suspected
seen it. I got the video evidence. Nothing.
No, he suspected and he took action.
Bastard.
Right.
Let's go on. Let's go on, dog. Go ahead and dig into the story.
In a shocking incident, a man killed his wife and buried her body on the premises of their house in the city in the southern Indian state of Telangana, Telangana, Ghana, G-A-N-A.
Yeah,
Telangana. Okay. Local authorities said that the incident took place late Saturday night, According to the local media, the suspect, identified as Pandela Krishna, is a daily wage laborer. He killed his 36-year-old wife by smashing her head with a boulder where she was sleeping.
Oh, you evil bastard.
In the open place of their house. Later, he buried her body on the premises. Local police officials said that the suspect was married to his wife for 17 years. And they had a daughter and a son. They said the suspect was an alcoholic. The incident came to light after the victim's mother told police she could not find her daughter in the house and also spotted blood stains on the premises. The two children were not at home when the incident took place. Police took the victim's husband into custody, and during questioning, he confessed to killing his wife following suspicion of an affair. The police exhumed the body and sent it for autopsy.
So this guy, he's been married to this lady for, his wife for 20 years.
17 years.
17 years?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
17 years.
They've been married.
They had 2 children, a boy and a girl.
Right? 2 children, a boy and a girl. And in his mind, he is a substance abuser. He abuses alcohol. So in his mind, he just decides for whatever random ass reason. But what the article does not say is that, it sounds like to me they perhaps had a history of not just, him being a substance abuser, but him suspecting that, infidelity must have been going on. Because I couldn't imagine that he would just decide on one whim, this is the first time I ever had an impure thought about my wife cheating on me, and I'm going to make her pay the ultimate death this time. You see what I'm saying? That don't really register for me. It's more like it's something that could have been ongoing. Not to say that she, cheated on him or anything else like that. Just that he could have been a very jealous person. He could have been a very insecure person. Very manipulative. Usually people who hold those traits so really heavy in a relationship, they're usually the ones doing all the cheating. You ever notice that?
They always, well, let me not say always, but 99.999. Really, those are the ones who are doing it are the biggest cheaters. The ones who are constantly accusing you of cheating is because they're cheating. They got to make sure both of you ain't doing the same thing.
Right? Like, for instance, you ever have somebody ask you, call you, say, where you at?
Yeah. Oh, I hate that.
Right, where you at? Where you
I'm
at?
in my skin when I jump out. You want to jump in?
They call you 30 minutes later, where you at?
I wouldn't even
you gonna run into me? Right? That's what my whole thing is.
Yeah, they are.
I'm in my skin. And where are you?
Right.
Okay, like, what the hell?
True.
Right? But those are signs of people who are not just insecure, but other people who could potentially be, in infidel relationships. Right? And if they are, they constantly point their fingers so you don't look back the other way, which is at them. Right? If I point my finger at you, you don't have time to look at me. That may be their rationale. So for this guy to just wake up one day all of a sudden on the whim and decide it's time for me to crash my wife's head open.
Right.
Because I suspect she's cheating. Well, give us some more information. What the hell made you suspect that?
Probably that he's cheating. It's interesting that you brought up that usually when a person is cheating, they'll accuse the other person, because this last little paragraph here that actually happened with another couple. So not this couple, but another couple. And it says, last week in another incident, a woman slit her husband's throat and killed him in the northern Indian state of Uttar Pradesh. According to local media, the woman was having an extramarital affair with her cousin. So she cheated with her cousin. She slits her husband's throat. Okay? So it says police told local media that the accused collided with her lover. So her husband collided with her lover, who was also his cousin, who was an immediate
his cousin or her cousin?
Her cousin.
Oh.
And it was the cousin was also their immediate neighbor. This is too much. Okay.
I'm sorry, that is a
So
little
she,
that's a lot.
like trying to, I guess, accuse her husband or whatever. So she knew she cheated with her cousin who stayed next door down the street. So she slit her own husband's throat.
No, why did she do that?
That was her own guilt. That was her own guilt. You were the one cheating. Your hands was the one dirty. Why did you slit his throat? On top of that, you cheating with your cousin who lived on the same block. Come on now.
And I'm not making an excuse because I don't know these people or they life or they move or nothing like that. But the only thing I can suspect is she slit her husband's throat behind her lover who was her
probably
cousin.
So he couldn't tell.
So he couldn't tell it.
Yeah, you can't tell and shame the family.
Maybe her husband was a horrible gossip. And you know how you know he wasn't planning on telling everything. You know whatever.
Let's be honest. You don't have to be a horrible gossip to tell that. Because if that happens to somebody, they tell it. They're telling. And if they don't tell, it's probably because they're too humiliated.
I know,
not to say anything, but
something else that this shines a light on just a little bit. This is probably more so for another podcast to cover. But in a lot of the crime cases, true crime, and Deadly Women, and all that other different shows that we watch like that, right? Mm-hmm. Have you ever noticed the way that they kill their spouse or their husband or something? Their spouse, right? Mm-hmm. Or their lover when they're caught cheating or something else like that.
It's so brutal.
It's always brutal, but it's very telling. Yeah. Like for instance, one guy cut out his wife's tongue. You were scared of her revealing the secret.
Yeah, you just made sure she wasn't gonna say nothing because she couldn't say nothing.
Slitting someone's throat is to keep them from speaking.
Absolutely.
Breathing, of course, initially.
Yeah. But from speaking, you ain't gonna tell nothing.
You see what I'm saying? So it's if you pay attention to it, it's like little red flags that always leads up to that.
Absolutely. So in this case, very, very sad case. Light love to the family. I think light love to both families. So the first family that we mentioned, where the man smashed his wife's head with the boulder because he accused her of cheating, to which there's been no evidence substantiating his claim that she was cheating.
Don't you think that was a very barbaric way, though?
It was a very barbaric way, but it also makes me wonder this because they say he was an alcoholic. I think that there's different. Listen. There's different levels of alcoholism. So when you get to a certain level, hallucinations are a big thing. Okay. So paranoia, hallucinations. People can really believe that what they're seeing and feeling or experiencing is real. As real as the skin on your body. Mm-hmm. Okay, to touch the skin on your body, and they can really ingest that and really believe that this is reality.
Right.
And it's not reality, but it's theirs. Right. Now, what's dangerous about that is because your reality is reality.
Right.
No matter how delusional you are, whatever your reality is, that is reality.
Yeah, what you receive.
Act on that. So I wonder what level, how deep of an alcoholic. Now, sometimes you got to be careful though, because sometimes people say, "Oh, this person was an alcoholic and he had a glass of wine a week." That's not an alcoholic, or because he was drinking every week consistently. They put him in a category. I'm not saying that's the case here, but what I'm saying is that there's different levels of being an alcoholic.
Right.
So we don't know how little or how far gone he was. But let me say this: I'm not using that as an excuse, and I do not accept that as an excuse for him killing his wife in such a barbaric way or at all.
Brutal.
Yeah, excuse me at all. He's not going to get an excuse for me on that.
No, because to me, to crash her head, and even when she's sleeping, it just seems to me like you're full of hate. It's like, and it's almost full of cowardice.
It is.
Cowardice.
He didn't even decide to take her toe to toe.
No, because,
give her a chance to get a knife.
She's not even conscious. Why would you go so far, so drastic with somebody who's not even conscious? Mm-hmm. Right? She was helpless already. Mm-hmm. She wasn't even conscious. Then you took such a brutal measure. Yeah. Right?
That was horrible.
You bashed the lady head in while she sleep.
Right.
And you did it all under the guise of, quote unquote, you thought she was
suspicion.
cheating.
So more than likely he was the one cheating.
Like I tell you, it's always a reflection game.
More than likely, because again, there's not been any evidence substantiated that said that she was in fact cheating. So we can't assume that she was.
Okay, so where's the evidence that shows whether he was or he wasn't?
Right. I'm gonna gear towards I guaranteed 99.999% he was cheating.
And this article makes me also think about, I don't get this, okay? I do not get this part. Why it seemed like, okay, say people got newfound wealth. They never had wealth like that. Right?
Right.
Not everybody, but some people get newfound wealth. Say they all of a sudden their career took off, they're a star in one way or another now, right?
Right.
Okay. Now you was fine with this lady.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Before that happened. All right, even ladies, y'all was fine with that dude. You know who he was. Y'all was fine with him before your bag started increasing, okay? But then all of a sudden now, you just can't
get not good enough
of their name coming out of your mouth, okay? Like that one guy who's a basketball star, I forget this came up a few years back. They were young, both of them, young attractive, young adults, whatever else, he was a basketball star. Now he had already been messing with this girl. They was high school sweethearts. They had been messing with each other for years. Well, all of a sudden, his career took off in a certain way. You see what I'm saying?
This is not even funny.
No, I'm just saying. I've been noticing a pattern of this.
Yeah. What's his name? The comedian. What's Day Day? Day Day from Friday? Was it Day Day? Who plays Day Day? Is that Chris Tucker?
No, what's his name? What's the dude's name? I see his face.
He was the one who worked in the shop.
I know who he is.
Yeah, that is Day Day, is it?
Yes, that's
okay.
Day Day.
That's I forgot his name. His real name.
What's the comedian?
I can see his face. The comedian on him.
Crazy. So Mike Epps.
Not Mike Epps.
Mike Epps was Day Day.
No, Mike Epps was not Day Day.
Oh, yes, he was. I'm about to Google.
Okay, Google it because no, Mike Epps was not. Anyways, so let me just go on. He said that before I think he had like 2 or 3 baby mamas, whatever the case. Don't quote me on that, you guys. I don't know exactly how many. But he was saying that, so the woman he got with after, he was like, okay, you upgraded. She's beautiful. You know, she's a nice looking woman. And he was like, yeah, back then he was making a joke about it, but you know, it's really like it was a joke.
If you don't knock
Is his name Mike Epps?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, pardon me, honey. Okay.
Look at him.
Day Day. He's coming up. Look. So anyways, so he's, Day Day, that's Mike Epps, excuse me, y'all. So, anyways, he was saying, you know, back in the day, when he was a struggling comedian, and, you know, he didn't get his big break, he had to do what he had to do, because at the end of the day, he needed a roof over his head, he needed to eat. So, you know, he was with women that wouldn't necessarily be his first or second choice. Yeah, that he didn't find, you know, that the most physically attractive. He's a right. But anyways, he was like, so, you know, now that he can do better, he makes a habit to go ahead and do better.
He goes for what his perception of better is. Okay?
For what his perception, that's not to knock any of his baby mamas, because all of us are beautiful in our own right. I was just bringing that up to say this. People do according to what they feel like they can. And this is why I think that we see a lot of relationships fall by the wayside when people start to get a certain height of fame or a certain height of fortune, because they then start to say, you know what, I was doing that because I felt like I couldn't do better then. Now that I know I can do better and I got all these other options, that's not a main option for me. I'm going to go and do better. It's not even doing better. It's just about doing different, or perhaps something that they would have wanted anyways.
So, we don't know if you guys have heard this article or not, go ahead and write the comments up. Let us know if you guys ever heard about this. We definitely send our condolences to all parties
to the family. Absolutely, yes.
Anonymous, where can they go if they would like to sponsor this podcast?
If you would like to sponsor this podcast or any other podcast, you can go directly over to anchor.fm/psychics-anonymous. Go ahead and hit that red sponsor button. Or if you would like to take the intimate approach, you can go to Cash App, put the $ Cash App and type in your favorite besties and send us some immediate love. Why? Because your girls will appreciate it. If you would like to send us love mail, or if you have a question or comment, you can reach us at yourfavoritebesties13@gmail.com.
All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up like a burrito.
Wrap it up.
So, thank you guys so much for joining us. Until next time, you guys have been rocking with
Your Favorite Besties.
Bye.